Hey, this is Mr. C, and thanks for tuning in to your latest math lesson, 3-7 Dividing Decimals. We are nearing the end of Chapter 3, but we're not there yet. Once you're done writing your name and date and 3-7 Dividing Decimals, please unpause the video. Moving on in 3, 2, 1. Here's your homework that should be completed. Please check it. We're unpausing the video in 3, 2, 1. As I said before, our lesson is dividing decimals. Yes, we have already kind of gone over this unit. We are reviewing it again, and it's specifically when two numbers have decimals, what do we do with that? So let's read this together. How can you divide using a decimal divisor? Michelle purchases several bottles of water. Before tax is added, the total cost is $3.60, and the cost of each bottle is $1.20. How many bottles did she buy? Choose an operation. Divide $3.60 by $1.20. And now I'm thinking, how do I know to divide? Well, really, if you had, since the total cost is $3.60, and I see they use the word total, if you tried to see how many $1.20 adds up to $3.60, you would get the same answer here. But dividing is another way to do it. How many can I split that into? How many $1.20s can I fit in there? So now we have a visual of what that is, and I'm wondering if you know what these blocks are right here. Tell a partner right now if you know what they are. Those blocks represent 10 cents. And so when I count it out, I see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I know each block, each full block represents $1, 100 cents. And then $1.10, $1.20. And so I see that they're splitting visually for us so we can understand, dividing with decimals, how many times $1.20 goes into $3.60. So here's $1.20 again, and there's $1.20 again. And hopefully we can see our answer here. We get 1, 2, 3. So now let's show how you would do this in decimal form. Well, first I like to estimate. I know that $1.20 is about 1, and I know that $3.60 is about 4. And so if I divide like that, I know that my answer is going to be around 4. But now I want to think of a power of 10 that will make the divisor a whole number. And I know the divisor is the outside number, and I know that I don't want to divide by a decimal. So I want to multiply that by a power of 10 that will take that away. So I'm going to count 1, 2. There's two numbers behind. I'm thinking, oh, okay, 100 has 2 zeros, 1, 2. So that I know that will move the decimal twice. So now we're looking at step 2 right over here. If I multiply the divisor by 100, I must also multiply the dividend by the same power of 10 and place the decimal in the quotient, which is the answer of the division problem. So we know we're going to bring the decimal straight up. Our new problem is 120 on the outside and 360 on the inside. Read 360 divided by 120. And please tell the person next to you which way the decimal moves when you multiply by a power of 10. And you should have said that it moves to the right by how many zeros there are. That is what happens. So step 3 is we would actually divide, and then we're going to get our answer of 3 like I talked about on the first slide. That is visual. So for $3.60, Michelle purchased 3 bottles of water. Let's go on. And the clue words are big blue whale. There are no vocab notes today. That is exciting. So here's example 1. You don't know what to write yet, but I'm going to go through this. How can you divide a decimal by a decimal? And we just went through this again. And we're going to use the problem 21 thousandths divided by 35 hundredths. And, you know, just in my head, that's hard to think of really what the answer is going to be. I know that when I divide by a bigger number, so I'm dividing a smaller number by a bigger number, and I'm asking how many of these bigger numbers would be able to fit in here. How many groups of this bigger number would I have in this smaller number? Well, I know it's less than 1. I just know that my answer is going to be less than 1. And this even goes on to say that it would be less than 0.1. But, either way, that very much helps me. So let's go to step 2. Multiply the divisor and the dividend by the same power of 10 to make the divisor a whole number, and place the decimal in the quotient. This is important because we are trying to make the divisor a whole number. We don't really care if the dividend down here is a whole number. So I see it moved twice. I'm thinking, what number did I multiply that by? We multiplied that by 100, both the divisor and the dividend. So we moved it twice. Our new problem is 2.1 divided by 35, and we can see very clearly there that the answer is going to be less than 1. And then we actually divide, and then we annex zeros. That's the fancy vocab word that we learned about before. And your answer should be 6/100. And yes, this does make sense. At this time, if I circle it in the red pointer, this is the red pointer, then please write it down. For example 1. Once you've done that, please go on. Moving on in 3, 2, 1. Here's example 2. Please try these on your own and then unpause the video for the answers. The answers are coming in 3, 2, 1. There are your answers. Look at my work to see how you did it. You should have the answer written and also work. Moving on in 3, 2, 1. Your book problems are listed right here, page 79, 11 through 16. After you're done with those, please unpause the video to check your work. Remember, your problem and the work and answer should be written. Moving on in 3, 2, 1. Here are the answers for 11 through 16. At this time, please go to the gas station on Socrative, and then you make a choice. Your choice is whether you'd like to work in partners or a group with the group math game, or by yourself doing Khan Academy right away. And the group math game answers are coming in 3, 2, 1. Here they are, and thank you just so much for watching this video, and if you don't remember, you are awesome.